Good afternoon, good afternoon, Shabbos. Welcome to BJC Mitzvah Day number 206, part 6. Using Sefer HaChinuch Mitzvah that keeps your soul in its way. And here we go, the ervah of one's wife's sister. This prohibition of a wife's sister applies in every location and in all times. As far as one who transgresses this prohibition and cohabited with the sister of his wife, God forbid, whether within the framework of a marriage or in a blatantly illicit manner, as long as it is during the lifetime of the first sister, the one that he married first, the law is the following. If he transgressed intentionally, he is at any rate liable to Korah's excision. And if there are witnesses to his transgression and he received a prior warning, he incurs malchus, lashes. If he transgressed unintentionally, he is obligated to bring a fixed chatas offering, sin offering. And if he transgressed one of the rabbinic prohibitions associated with the mitzvah and intentionally cohabited with the sister of his zakuka or the sister of his chalutza, he incurs rabbinic malchus mardus, lashes of discipline. The Chinuch discusses whether transgressing this mitzvah prohibition affects the permissibility of a person's wife to him. But in any event, a person's wife, meaning the sister that he marries first, does not become prohibited to him as a result of his marriage to the second sister or his illicit relationship with her. Rather, his wife remains permitted to him, while the second sister is free to go and marry someone else. And even if he married the second sister with the standard marriage ritual of chuppah and kedushin, she does not need a get from him because she may, and in fact is required, to simply leave him. And she may marry another man without receiving a divorce from this one, for kedushin does not take effect with a rayas, with someone who's forbidden to a person, even for them to require a get, a divorce document. Although an act of kedushin with an ervah is null and void, one who performs such an act transgresses a prohibition. However, one who performs an act of kedushin with an ervah nevertheless incurs liability for transgressing a prohibition. For in the verse of this mitzvah, the Torah states, "You shall not take," which is a term that connotes kedushin. Thus, by commanding us not to take an ervah, the Torah means to prohibit performing an act of kedushin with an ervah. So you can't do this chuppah or ask her to marry you, or give her a shtar, a document, or money. And despite the fact that if one transgresses this prohibition and takes his wife's sister, meaning that he performs an act of kedushin with her, again, whether it's relations, whether it's giving her a document or giving her money, it is completely ineffective for him, meaning that she does not become his wife for any legal matter and she does not even require a get from him in order to marry someone else. He nevertheless incurs liability by doing so, as we have stated. The Chinuch just mentioned that since kedushin does not take effect with an ervah, if one performed an act of kedushin with his wife's sister, she does not need to receive a get before she marries another man. He also stated that if one transgresses and marries or cohabits with his wife's sister, his wife remains permitted to him. Chinuch explains that these laws apply to other arayas as well, and we will have to continue with that, God willing. Motzi Shabbos. Thanks for listening to Sponsor Feature Mitzvah 36, 100 for the gold. Have a good Shabbos.